Hello students, in today's class we'll discuss problem on income from other sources, the problem number 9. Dr. Ahmad, a lecturer in a college, furnished the following particulars on the basis of which compute his total income for the assessment year 2019-20. Here we need to compute total income. Total income means aggregate of all the heads of income. Aggregate of 5 heads of income is known as total income. Income from salary, house property, business and profession, capital gain and other sources. By adding all these we'll get the total income. So different heads incomes are available. Salary at 6,000 per month, it belongs to income from salary. Wardenship allowance is 1,000 per month, it is also belongs to income from salary. Examiner remuneration belongs to other sources, and rest of all the things are belongs to other sources. Royalty from books and articles 20,000, winning from card game club 9,000, winning from Karnataka state lotteries 50,000, expenditure on purchase of lottery tickets 6,000, interest on 8%, 8.5% relief bond 8,500, cash gift from the cousin of his father 30,000, and cash gift from the elder brother of his grandfather 30,000. So you have to compute total income of Dr. Ahmad. Here assessee is Dr. Ahmad, status resident, assessment year 1920, previous year 1819. Here salary head incomes also available, income from other sources income also available. First we'll complete income from salary. Here salary at 6,000 per month. So 6,000 into 12, 72,000. Wardenship allowances 1,000 per month. 1,000 into 12, 12,000. So total gross salary from income from salary is 84,000. And for income from salary, we can claim the deduction under section 15. So standard deduction 40,000. It is the rules. There is no any professional tax. So only standard deduction 40,000. 84,000 minus 40,000. Total income from salary 44,000. Next, you have to compute income from other sources. There is a remaining all the information are related to income from other sources. Examinership remuneration from the university 8,000, directly taxable under the head income from other sources. Royalty from books and articles also income of other sources 20,000. If there is any expenses on royalty of books and articles, we can deduct, but there is no any information. Winning from card game in a club 9,000. Card game, there is no any TDS, directly taxable. Winning from Karnataka state lottery, when they mentioned in a gross, no need of applying the TDS if the amount is more than 10,000 also. So gross amount of state lottery not to subject to TDS. Gross amount directly taxable, remember. And here they given the expenditure on purchase of lottery. So expenditure on casual income is not eligible for deduction. Remember students, expenditure on lottery, expenditure on betting, it is not eligible for deduction. So ignore the point. Next, interest on 8.5% relief bond 8,500. So it is tax free. It is exempted from tax. Interest on relief bond. Relief bond is subject to exemption. Cash gift from the cousin of his father 30,000, and cash gift from the elder brother of his grandfather 30,000. Remember, cash gift from cousin. Cousin is a non-relative, and elder brother of his grandfather. Grandfather is a relative, but grandfather elder brother is not a relative according to income tax. And when we get this similar kind of gift from non-relatives, for computing taxable income, you have to take total. Here, cash gift from the cousin and cash gift from the elder brother, grandfather. Both are the same kind of gift. Then we have to take aggregate. Remember, cousin and brother of his grandfather treated as a non-relatives according to income tax. Therefore, when similar gift here, similar gift means from both we received the cash. So received more than one non-relatives, then we have to take aggregate of gift for calculation purpose. So 30,000 plus 30,000, 60,000, it is the taxable amount. If you consider the cash gift from the cousin of his father separately and cash gift from elder brother separately, then both the point will become tax free. We should not do like that. When the same kind of gift received from the same or maybe say non-relatives, therefore total cash gift here is a 60,000. More than 50,000 is taxable. If gift received from non-relatives more than 50,000 is taxable amount. So 60,000 here received, so above 50,000 is taxable. Therefore, total taxable income from other sources, 1,47,000 and taxable total income 1,91,000. Taxable total income, that is total of income from salary, that is 44,000, and income from other sources 1,47,000. So total income 1,91,000. Next question, that is problem number 10. Miss Naina, a lecturer of a college in Delhi, gives you the following particulars of her income relating to the financial year 2018-19. Compute her income from other sources for the assessment year 2019-20. She received 50,000 as a royalty from a publisher for publishing her book, received 4,000 as remuneration for acting as a chief examiner. She won 10,000 in crossword puzzle, received dividend 20% on preference share of the face value 50,000, received interest on FT with Canara Bank at 8% on 50,000, received interest on government securities 3,000. She claimed the following deduction: salary paid to clerk for proofreading 1,000, purchase a book worth rupees 1,000 with regard to revision of the book, bank charges 1% commission for collection of dividend. So computation of taxable income from other sources. Here assess is Miss Naina, status resident, assessment year 2019-20, previous year 2018-19. Received a royalty from a publisher for publishing book. The point number 1, she received 50,000 as a royalty for publisher for publishing book. So royalty belongs to the income from other sources, but there is additional information which we can claim the deduction for royalty. Salary paid to clerk for proofreading after preparing the books before publishing. You have to read. So for clerk she has paid 1,000, and for purchase of books for reference purpose she has purchased books, that is 1,000. Both pointer belongs to royalty. So expenses on royalty can be deducted under income from other sources. Remember student, salary paid to clerk for proofreading and purchase of books with regard to revision of the book, both are the expenses on royalty of publishing books. So both can be deducted. So 50,000 minus 1,000 minus 1,000, 48,000. Second one, received remuneration for acting as a chief examiner. It is directly taxable under income from other sources. Next, income from crossword puzzle, not a subject to TDS. It is also directly taxable. Next, received dividend of 20% preference share. Remember, when the dividend of preference of Indian company, as they not mentioned, either it is Indian company or foreign company, always we should assume that it is an Indian company. So Indian company dividend up to 10 lakh, it is tax free. Here given amount is 50,000, so it is tax free. Next, interest on FT with Canara Bank at 8%, 50,000 given, 50,000 into 8%, 4,000. Interest on FT more than 10,000 is subject to TDS of 10%, but here interest on FT We received only 4,000, so it is not a subject to TDS, directly taxable. Next, received interest on government security. Interest on government security directly taxable because they are not mentioned either it is a less tax security or tax free. If they mention tax free security or less tax security, in that case you have to apply the TDS of 10%. But here directly given interest on government security, it is directly taxable. Already deduction we made on royalty. So total income from other sources 69,000 and bank charges 1% commission for collection of dividend is not deductive. Remember, expenses on dividend is not eligible for a deduction. Expenses on dividend is non eligible for a deduction. Remember, because the dividend received is exempted income and expenses on dividend also not eligible for deduction. Next, problem number 11. Mr. Manu has the following incomes during the year ending 31st March 2019. Here, dividend declared by a M company 31st March 2019 rupees 6,000. Hope M company belongs to India because nothing mentioned either it is Indian company or foreign company. Especially about dividend, if in problem either it is foreign company or Indian company not mentioned, always to be remembered, you should assume that it is Indian company. Dividend declared by two company on 31st March 2019 rupees 9,000. Interim dividend received on 1st May 2018 rupees 3,000. He owned gold worth rupees 10 lakh for Punjab State Lottery. During March 2019, he owned 1 lakh as a prize money on horse races. These horses are owned by him and expenditure incurred on maintenance of the horse race amount to 1,60,000. See, expenditure on maintenance of horse race is subject to deduction, but expenditure on horse race like a payment for horse race or maybe any other expenditure is not eligible for a deduction. Maintenance of horse is subject to exemption or deduction. Gift of building from elder brother of his father-in-law, stamp value of 25 lakh. Here we have to compute taxable income from other sources. Assessee is here Manu, assessment year 1920, status resident, previous year 2018-19. Number 1, dividend declared by M company on 31st March 2019 rupees 6,000 given. So assumption it is an Indian company, tax free. Dividend declared by two company on 31st March 2019 rupees 9,000. It is also tax free. Interim dividend received on 1st May 2018 rupees 3,000. So it is also tax free because assumption all the above companies are Indian company and it is exempted up to rupees 10 lakh. Next, he won the gold from Punjab State Lottery of rupees 10 lakh. It is directly taxable because assumption is the given amount is gross amount. Punjab State Lottery is subject to TDS of 10% if they mentioned in bracket net. But nothing mentioned means we can assume that it is the gross amount and we can take directly for calculation purpose. He owned prize money on a horse race 1 lakh and expenditure incurred on maintenance of horse race 1,60,000. Remember, the expenditure on maintenance of horse race can be deducted from horse race income, but expenditure on purchase or payment of horse race not a subject to deduction. Remember, so here expenditure is more than income. So here from horse race he has incurred the loss of 60,000. So 60,000 no need of showing in the outer column. Remember, no need of taking for tax purpose. The loss from horse race can be carried forward for 4 years. If in the year 2018-19 incurred the loss from the horse race, It can be carried forward next 4 years. So we can show the nil. There is no income, expenditure, no day loss should not be shown because it can be carried forward for 4 years. Next, gift of building from elder brother of his father-in-law. Father-in-law is relative, but elder brother of father-in is treated as a non-relative. Remember, elder brother of his father-in-law is treated as non-relative, and excess of rupees 50,000 is fully taxable. So here amount is 25 lakh. So it is directly taxable because elder brother of father-in-law is non-relatives. If gift received from non-relatives more than 50,000, fully taxable. Therefore total income from other sources 35 lakh.